What's going on, Throne Army? Today we're talking about an awesome custom head, and we're also going to answer one of your guys' questions at the end. So let's get into it. Here's the custom setup we're going to be talking about today. Is a StringKing Mark 2A with a custom Dead Rabbits theme. This is one of the teams I play for in New York City. We actually just won the New York City box championship. Super cool name, super cool colorway. It's actually based on the gang from the 1800s in the New York City, Lower East Side, and Irish gang. If you guys haven't seen Gangs of New York, definitely go do that now. Don't even watch this video, go and watch that movie because it is unbelievable, and that's what the team takes inspiration from. So our colors are red, gray, and white, which I think is super cool. This red's a little bit darker than our jerseys, but if you're called the Dead Rabbits, going towards more of like a blood red, I think, is super tough, and it reminds me kind of the old Mikey Powell heads from the Boston Cannons, which I think is absolutely awesome. Up top here, we have our Dead Rabbit logo. So it's a little rabbit with some floppy ears and an X over his eye with white, and then the red X on the eye I think is super, super fun. And speaking of fun, our team motto is more fun, so I thought I'd throw that on the back. And then finally down here, we have Allard, because this stick is actually for someone really special. A guy that we play with, his name is Jack, is currently in intensive care fighting for his life with COVID. And the team reached out to me. My buddy Harry, who's the captain of the team, reached out and see if we could do a custom stick up for him. So he uses StringKing head, so they sent me a StringKing head, and we went back and forth kind of on the concept of the die, making it really clean, but really positive and fun, and making a Dead Rabbits theme. And I think this turned out absolutely amazing. I don't want to go too far into it, but I'm really glad we could just kind of do something positive for Jack, something that's really kind of fun and motivates him to fight this terrible illness and get back out on the field. And now let's get into the pocket. So this pocket is kind of a W4 type A hybrid. This head really wants to have a mid-low, mostly a mid-low, I would say is most ideal because this right here is the deepest part of the stick. I definitely had some issues stringing this head back when I first got it. If you kind of string it just how it looks, you're gonna over channel the stick, and then it's gonna get caught here, and then also catching up on the top. It's gonna be a little bit too tight on the top of the head. So I always string these a little bit wider than you would normally think. I mean, the channel still looks pretty much perfect, but in terms of like when you look at the sides and you drop the sidewalls down, you want to go a little bit higher than you think you normally would. And this goes into Rob's question he asked when we were talking about shooters in the last video, and he asked if the drop 3 shooter setup would work really good in Mark 2A with a mid pocket. First up, I wouldn't really recommend a direct mid pocket for this because it's going to be a little bit shallow in here because of that side geometry. Pushing it down, you're going to get a lot more feel because again, the ball is going to be deeper, further off your hand. Since we're not going to over channel it, you are able to drop those shooters down. So it's definitely a balance. You know, channeling versus drop shooters is a balance between the two and making sure that ball doesn't get caught in it. And I think if you kind of bump up your kind of lockdown net on the side up 1, that'll give you kind of a, or actually 2, because there's so many holes here. You kind of want to go 2 more up than you think. That'll make that bottom shooter curve, but not too much to where that ball is going to get stuck. So to answer your question, Rob, yes, you can do it. Just make sure you don't over channel the stick too far. I absolutely love the way it turned out, and the little bit of gold here on the aglet, and then the matching ball stop, and a little bit on there against the red, and that really, really clean white is totally the way to go. And we also threw in the finest string in here to bring a little bit more black in, to make it a little bit tougher, give it a nice cool edge. As always, please like the video if you guys learned something, and I would love for you guys to send Jack and his family a note in the comments below. Your wishes mean a lot to him at this current time, and also all the guys on the team. We are continuing our sales, so definitely check out that in the description below as well. And that's everything. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the field.